I believe 90% of who they are is in those early years, 0 to 3. So it's important to work on making sure there's some things they need in order to make them good people. They need a safe and secure environment. They need consistency. That's a big thing. We need to make sure that we're having communication, that we're talking to our children. We want to make sure that he or she can be the very best adult. We want them to just be successful. That's the target.
When they told me I was going to be valedictorian, I felt great. I like coming to preschool because I love learning. I learned about the sea animals, and I learned about the zoo animals, and I learned about ABCs.
They did call me to let me know that he had been chosen as a valedictorian. I cried. They just said how smart he was and how he's always helping the class. So I was so proud of him, and I was excited to see what they had in store.
I like to graduate. These first years that I'm with God, Howard, I could do anything. I like to go with my friends and classmates. I wish you luck for the future. Thank you again to God, my parents, and Mrs. Angela, and my teachers.
So my children's father did pass away tragically in a car accident in 2021. He was their sole provider. I didn't have to worry about childcare at that time.
He did go through a difficult time losing his dad, and when he came into my class, all he would talk about his dad, and I just thought that it was so special that he was still very much a part of his life. I just wanted to make sure that he felt his presence, at graduation, and that he felt very supported and comforted during that time.
They always encouraged him, to remind him that dad is still here. He's behind him, he's making him stronger. So I can say I relied on them a lot to help not only me, but to help my children as well.
VPK, Voluntary Pre-Kindergarten, is a free program for all eligible 4-year-olds in the state of Florida. VPK is an important program because it prepares our 4-year-olds for kindergarten. We want our preschoolers to have a great start to their education. Our hope is that they go into our kindergarten classrooms ready to learn, ready for all of the different things that are going to come their way. We can learn a thing or two from our 4-year-olds. They are not afraid to try new things. They are adventurous, they are curious. We just have to present them with the opportunity to explore and discover. They're learning new math skills, science, discovery, exploration, language and literacy. The children will bring these skills home, and you as the parent, being the first teacher, can continue to foster learning and to set them up for success.
Child Care Resource and Referral, which of course that sounds like a long name, but basically what that means is, one, good customer service. So we want to be there for all families, whether they're from Polk County, Florida, or other states. But we start with helping them navigate through the child care system, whether it's looking for services to help pay for child care, if they're looking for a place to take their children for child care. So they contact us for several different things, and we like to be that first point of contact to navigate them in the best direction to go. We're available by phone, of course. I get a lot of information or contacts through email, but I also talk to families throughout the community. I go to different agency meetings and community events. In fact, I just spoke to someone just the other day who was telling me that she was going to be homeless. And so we try to give them resources and connections there on the shelters that they can contact. I can kind of help them calm down, let's just take one step at a time, and I have some information for you so I can guide them, direct them, and then they get that peace that what they're going through is not going to be as bad as they thought it was.
This financial assistance has helped make my life easier because it made me able to provide. I didn't feel alone, and it helped me to know that my children will have an education while I go to school and work. I feel that early education is so important because it sets the foundation for the rest of your life. Children are like sponges. The more that you put into them, the bigger they can grow. And the fact that They are exposed to so many things in early learning, not to mention the educational piece, but how to interact with other children. It's just a vital, vital piece in the fundamentals of your children as they grow into adults. My son is now 7 years old, and he has been accepted into the gifted program, and everything just comes easy for him. Something as simple as making friends. You can take Jalen to the park and he's gonna meet people, he's gonna make friends. His outgoing personality and his eagerness and love for learning really comes down to the quality of education that the ELC sets for our children. So I would recommend anybody in any situation, like mine or not like mine, there's help out there, and it can help you provide for your family, finish school, give your children something to motivate them, because yes, it wasn't easy, but the fact that I had help, I knew that my children were going to school to learn, and I didn't have to pay for it on my own. And I will advocate to anybody who is in a similar situation to please look into the ELC, see what they offer, because they too might be able to give you a chance and give your family a chance like they gave me.